Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Kevin Lopez again from Personal Tutor, bringing to you a very funny, satiristic, snobbish play by J.B. Priestley, written in the year 1950. The chapter's name is Mother's Day. Nothing to be taken as the Mother's Day that we celebrate nowadays. J.B. Priestley, a person of great humor and satire, actually goes ahead and works up on the plight of the female members in a family. The main characters are Mrs. Pearson, Mrs. Fitzgerald, Doris, Charles, the daughter and the son, and George, that is Mr. Pearson. The story revolves upon the plight of a mother in the family who actually goes ahead and works day in, day out and toils hard just for the betterment of the family, yet she has never been offered a hand of support by the family. She has never been going ahead and appreciated in a manner that a mother could have been appreciated. She has never been exclaimed or granted any of the betterments that a mother could have gone ahead and achieved once they complete the day's work. The story revolves around a metaphor characteristic of us taking in the mother in a family as a person who is supposed to go ahead and take care of the family. It is the plight of the mothers to go ahead and do something for the family that has to be taken for granted. We go ahead and take our mothers in the same way as mentioned in the story. But there is a change. This story, actually a play, gives a totally different approach of a mother demanding her position and respect in the family. Once Mrs. Pearson breaks down, visits Mrs. Fitzgerald, who is a fortune teller and sort of a magician sort. She goes ahead and exclaims the plight of not being heard by any of the family members just for the sake and purpose of working round the whole day, yet not receiving a word of honor. She goes ahead and gets an offer from Mrs. Fitzgerald about exchanging the bodies. That is, Mrs. Fitzgerald's soul enters Mrs. Pearson's body and vice versa. Now the story starts. Once the souls are interchanged, the game and the show starts. She goes to the home, lights up a cigarette, sits on the chair, goes on having a drink while the family members are baffled. The daughter Doris and the child Charles, even the husband George, is exclaimed and amazed by the change that she has in the family. She goes ahead and shows them the way that it is all that she has gone ahead and worked up. It is not anyone else's cup of tea who goes ahead and does the things. She does not do the daily chores, she does not cook food, she does not prepare tea for anybody until they go ahead and realize the importance of the mother in the family. She actually goes ahead and lets them know that lest she is a common person, yet she has a place in the house. She is not just a mother, but a human being as well. She even demands 5 days off and just 2 days of work. She demands the appreciation that is required by them. The question and answers are, this play written in 1950s is a humorous and a satirical depiction of the status of the women in the family. Do you think it caricatures the issues, or do you think that the problem it raises are genuine? How does the play resolve the issues? Well, I'll be going ahead and giving you a common answer Still, I would highly recommend you to keep a check and write up an answer in your own language, my friends. The issues mentioned in the story are really genuine. We actually go ahead and do not give a plight to our mothers. We have gone ahead and taken them as a person who is actually imbibed to do certain duties at home that we usually don't care to commit. We think that the mothers or the sisters, the female parts in the family, are bound to do certain works that at times we forget are such. So these are some of the things that we can mention, like paying attention to the family members, letting them know that we do care about them, giving them a helpful hand at times really goes ahead and helps them. If you were to write about these issues today, what are some of the incidents, examples and problems that you would think of as relevant? Friends, no matter the time has changed, we have reached a modern era. We have a certain dignified place for women in the society and the family, yet we exploit them by seeking certain works to be done by them as well. For example, cooking, preparing tea, washing clothes, utensils, certain things. We usually go ahead and keep a check on certain works not done by them. It actually means we have enlisted a few works for them. Thus, the change in the society has brought no change in the plight of women today in the families. Still, they are supposed to be taking care of kids. They are supposed to be taking care of the family. They're supposed to be taking care of the kitchen, everywhere. Yet, even in the modern times, we cannot say that the things have changed totally. Is the drama a good medium for conveying a social message? Although this question can be answered in your own language, yet I'll give you certain points. Yes, the drama has gone ahead and taken an account of the plight of women in the society today. I pay my respects to Mr. J.B. Priestley that in the year 1950, the person went ahead and took plight of the condition of women in the society and the family and actually went ahead and brought up a play that was satiristically pinpointing the traits prevailing in the society. Being an Englishman, Mr. Priestley, although had the touch of vanity, yet he knew the conditions the women were living in the old times and even in the during the modernization. It's actually a perfect medium to go ahead and spread the awareness among the people and the society about the social level of women and the recognition that they are provided at times. Thus, this drama gives us a brief and a modified caricature of the situations prevailing. It indemnifies the dignity of a woman and solidifies her place in the family in a very satirical and comical way. The way the kids and the family were taken aback seems quite humorous, and the way the mother answers the husband back seems to be satirical as well. This drama actually goes ahead and gives us a perfect brief of how, when, where the women should be treated. This was a brief given by me to you today. I would suggest to find certain characteristics in the chapter and apply them on your own as well. If you have some questions, do comment us below. If you want to know something about personal tutors, you can press the About Us button. You can get the data online or in pen drive on request. Thank you very much. Signing off. This is Kevin.